Hi everyone, it's Justine here from House of Mahalo. Thanks so much for joining me. So we are back for another Shop Your Trash session. And I just thought before we begin, I thought I would show you, some of you were asking last time about the tag on a tag, that you liked the idea of it. Well, I did end up doing it. So I've got some seam binding that I've just tied through, and then I've just popped the tag on via a ball pin. So that just flicks off like that, and it does look very cool on there. So I just thought I would share that with you, because I do know a few of you liked the tag on a tag idea, so it did happen, I promise. Right, so here we are. I've got another pile. Let's get going. So this here, this is from one of my master boards. I was cutting down some tags and journal cards the other day, and I had offcuts like this, and I just started tearing off little pieces of it basically, and so torn and inked all around, and that is going to be the base of a cluster. Okay, so I've got this cute little hedgehog sticker, so I'm going to use that. So yeah, I appreciate you joining me for these videos. And the funny thing is, I was apologising last time about the lighting and how I was crafting at night time. The lighting doesn't look that different today, and it's middle of the afternoon. Difference is that it's pouring down with, you know, torrential rain. It's actually, it's heaving out there, and I think I saw some lightning earlier. So what I've learned basically from that, the reason I mention it is because I should stop apologising about the lighting, because even if I were to craft at night time, it's probably not that different from a day-to-day video anyway, because it's always dark here. No, I'm just kidding, it's not always dark. It's sometimes. Like now. I don't know if you can hear the rain, but I'm in here nice, warm and dry, my candle on, so there we go. A simple little cluster. So how I would use this is put it on a page, glue it onto a page. I don't think it's, it could be a side tuck, but I don't think this, I used like old book page, so I don't know if that's strong enough, but it could be a little tuck, but I think I'll just use it as a page decoration or decoration on something. So that's that. I went with bramble because, well, to me bramble says the epitome of autumn, but also hedgehog's name, I dub thee Bramble. Anyway, that's that one. So what have we got next? Got a fun one here for you. So I've got some bits of book spine. So in my shop I used to sell book page packs. And quite often, you know, I'd be dismantling the book with the idea that I'd be, you know, selling the pages and that, using them myself, etc. And often these old books, the spines would just completely come apart. And, you know, in this case, I've got 2 sections of it. So I wanted to share this with you because I like doing this a lot. So this is the spine as it comes. It's got a backing piece. We are going to attempt to pull that off. It worked on this one. There is still a little bit there, but it's a lot. It takes away some of the thickness. That's why I'm doing it. Some of the bulk. So we're going to ever so carefully just see if we can get our nails in, and just peel off what you can from the back of the book spine. It won't always work like this, but I found this more often than not. If you just start peeling carefully, even if you only get a couple of layers off, that can save, you know, a good bit of bulk. So it's worth taking the time to do if you can. There we are. And I don't think I'm going to risk taking any more off because I don't want to lose the actual book spine part. These, I just normally chuck these away, but these could be clusters. So I feel guilty doing it, but all right, fine. I'm not going to throw them. I'll see what happens. Okay, so basically you end up with this, and it's a really nice texture. So let's go one at a time. Right, so I want to cover up where it's got, I think that must be the publisher's name. So we've got a Tim Holtz toadstool. And I think for this I'm going to try and see what a bit of fabric would look like. So if we go with some brown satiny ribbon, maybe some lace. I don't know if the eyelash trim will be too much, but let's just see. Just working with what I've got sitting there on my desk, you know. Yeah, I think that would look nice. So, right. Let's grab our Fabri-Tac. And we're just going to run some across here. So thank you so much for all your comments on the last Shop Your Trash video. I was a bit nervous, I must admit, with sharing the video because you know, it was a lot of sort of ad hoc crafting. Although I had made some decisions beforehand, there was a lot of just, I really don't know how this is going to turn out. So I was a bit nervous. But I really appreciate your kind comments, and more than anything, I'm just glad that you enjoyed watching the process and watching the video, because I really wanted to do it justice, because I love watching videos like this. I really do. I find them so interesting because you just don't know what you're going to get out of it. You know, you don't know what to expect. They say, well, I'm just making things from my trash, and you can get all sorts of fun ideas and just generally interesting to see what becomes of these pieces. So I really wanted to do it justice because, you know, if I love watching this type of video, well, I would love to be able to offer that type of a video to you. So, you know, that's that. Don't know if I'm cutting these too neat. I'm trying not to be too neat about it because the book spine itself is all frayed and stuff. And I'll show you, I think I can see it here. I just wanted to grab it because it's on the book spine kind of idea. You can also use the insides of book spines. This is one I made last year, and I stenciled over the brown part of the book spine and then just, you know, stuck some pieces on. And that became a really nice embellishment, but you can see, you know, that was just the inside of the book. So I used to do that type of stuff all the time, and then I just, you know, forgot about it. So I just thought I would share because give you some more ideas, you know. But today we are focusing on mushrooms. Right. I'm just patting that so I don't get glue all over my fingers. Okay. Just gives it a little bit of a texture, a bit of fluff. And with these can be embellishments to use on pockets, on envelopes, all kinds of different things. But it's fun to have them ready made up in your stash so that when you've got, you know, a boring plain pocket and you want to jazz it up a bit, you've got this type of a thing just ready to go, you know. I'm just going to ink this mushroom up a bit. It's fun working with these dark colours. I don't do it year round because it's not, I've said it so many times and I'll probably say it 100 times more, but it's, I am influenced by the seasons. So, you know, if I can see browns and golds and autumnal colours on my walks and stuff, well, that's what's going to come out of what I'm doing. So, so just press that down a bit. I think I'm going to want to add a word to it, looking at it. I like it though. Do you think I can ink the book spine? I'm just going to try. Just to add even more grunge to it. I don't know if that... I think it's made a slight difference. You probably won't be able to tell on video, but yeah, all that, yeah, that has. Oh, love it. Right, so I'll put that to one side. We'll get the other one done. I've got bits of fluff all over my desk. And then we'll find some words. Maybe. I don't know if I want to add a word. Right. So I've got another piece here, and this Tim Holtz. I have got some more gold. Or alternatively, I've got some of this. I don't use the yellow bits, but I like to use... Ooh, look at that. It's got like ombre, yellow, green, brown. And I'm thinking if I cut it right, I can get that brown bit to fit. Alright, let's right, get all these bits away from me. Oh, that's the only trouble with working with eyelash trim. It does get everywhere, doesn't it? Right, okay, so do we want some more of this? Okay, let's put that down. Let's see. We had white lace before, didn't we? Oh, do you think we can just use that little bit up? Just gonna hold it up a second. Yeah, let's go for it. So, same again then. I'm hoping I'll be able to get this pile done in one video. It'll be a good, you know, in 2 videos worth, that would have been a good dent. I'll need to do more than more than 2 videos worth, but because I've got a lot of stuff. But what I've done is I've organised my basket, my move it on basket I call it. I've organised it into everything in it into projects. So the idea that when I'm working on, you know, winter, for example, I've got everything already organised now, ready to go. So I can just incorporate these types of videos into the projects I'm working on, rather than letting it all build up and then suddenly doing a, you know, a big mission to get the pile down. Right. Oh, glue. Oh, the floor's gonna want a big hoover, and losing the mushroom now. Goodness me. Right, carrying on. Right, what words? I've got lots of the honey puddle words and the bramble and forest and stuff that you've seen me use. Oh, what am I using? Yeah. Am I supposed to be using that? I think so. Yeah, I like using those. They're from Honey Puddle. My favourite nature words. Love to use them. Love it. Let's fluff that up a bit. I like it a lot. I'm going to put those to one side because there'll be some clusters probably. Right, words then. Oh, I've got a huge pile and I'm going to have to rifle through. So give me a second, I will find some. I am back. Okay, I don't know why I said it like that. So I've got, these are just some words I've typed up onto a Word doc. I do have some autumn words on my Buy Me a Coffee. I keep forgetting to say about it. They are there. You just, they're only like a freebie sheet, you know, to print out onto some card or something or paper, and then you can just grunge them up. So I'm just saying in case you need some of those types of words. They're free. The link is down below. Love it. I love that so much. So there we are. That's a bit of a cluster detail. I really like that. It's funny actually, I didn't realise this at the time. The mushroom, can you see the mushroom sits really nicely within these lines that was on the book spine. I didn't notice that. And then I've got this word from Honey Puddle, as I keep talking about them. So we'll just go with forest, and we'll do the exact same thing. Just, oops, stick my fingers in the glue and slide that in there. There you go. I've already inked the other book spine whilst I had you on pause. What do you think? I love those. There we are, book spine clusters. Love them. Definitely need to remind myself to keep making those. Right, let's see what's next. Got to remind myself what I was doing. Oh yes, so this is a piece of masterboard. As you can see, ignore the washi because I added this when I started making this project, and then I thought, what am I doing? I should be showing you this stuff. So this was just strips. Can you see that? They were just, you know, a bit of wallpaper, a bit of Edith Holden, a bit of just strips. And I did it onto sturdy book page like I do all my masterboards. And then I just cut a piece down and folded it into a simple envelope. And it's actually holding its own. So this is like one of my new favourite things to do with masterboards, is to make envelopes now. So so yeah, I started filling in the blank pieces, so a bit like this, with washi, and then I realised that I should be sharing this. So we'll do that, and then I started adding washi to the lid, the flap. Somebody else keeps saying lid when they mean envelope flap. Anyway, I started adding washi mainly to protect the paper, you know, so it wasn't cracking. And then I really liked it, so I just kept going. And I think I'll just, yeah. Anyway, carry on. Do something, Justine. Craft. I will you to craft. So I've got this really nice washi. I got this from AliExpress. It came in a bundle of, I don't know, 5 or 6 autumnal washies. So I basically just want to, well, yeah, it's just where it was a boring old plain. So I'm just following my lines from the masterboard to put the washi down. I just felt like it gave it a little bit of extra decoration. So do that. Doesn't have to be perfect. My cutting never is. So something like that, and then we can, oops, try not to cut through the book page, Justine. Okay. So just bend that over. Like that. I might put another layer of this brown washi, because my ideas for this, well, actually it could just be a you could stick it down on a page, couldn't you, as a pocket. What size is it? I cut this 5 inches across. Does that fit? It would in an altered file folder, definitely. Anyway, I'm just trying to decide. Yes, I'm going to go another layer of this, and I will need to cut some of it off. So just do that. Just felt like it added, yeah, added a little something. I am doing it on the back because if I don't stick this down as a pocket, then it will be an over the page flip thing, in which case you would see the back. Equally, you could stitch it into your signature. Right, I'm gonna cut that because it's such nice washi. I can use that again. I just want to find my other scissors. So I'll just I'll put this washi back on the roll or something, because I'm forever using this washi at the moment. Given how gorgeous it is. So I'll just stick it to my desk for now, and then I'll come back to it. Okay. So yeah, this is my new favourite thing. Masterboard, collage masterboard envelopes. They don't work with every masterboard because it does depend on what papers you used, how well they fold, do they crack, tear, etc. But it's working with this one. Looking cool already. It doesn't need anything else. Yes, it does. Right. Remember this from last time? Now, I thought this could be a pocket on its own, and it absolutely can. Equally, it could just be an embellishment. And you know what? It fits perfectly on here. Doesn't it? Does mean you lose some of the washi, but we know it's there in the background. I mean, that on itself, that looks lovely. You could absolutely just have that. But I am going to stick it down. Because I can. Because I can. Now, there's not a huge amount of space around it, so I'm not going to bother adding any other papers, lace, fabric or anything. But you could. That would look lovely if you had a bit of fabric underneath this. It would look very, very cool. Now I'm second guessing myself and thinking it would look very cool with fabric on underneath. But I'm gluing it. I'm just gluing it. So, I think because there's not a huge amount of space around it, otherwise I probably would have done. Right. Yeah, I like that. I like it a lot. So there you go. I've already used one of the pieces made from last week. Okay, I need to... Sorry. Now, if I do decide to use this as an over the page, I wouldn't use it as an over the page because I've stuck that down and that will be the wrong way around. So I won't use it in that case. I will stick it down on a page. So what I was going to say is if I was, if you could see both sides, I would have put some extra washi along here just to finish that off. But because we're not, we're just going to glue it down like this. I'll just glue it as a pocket and be done with it. Just, excuse me. I say all that because I do have, you know, new people to my channel, new people to Junk Journaling all the time. So I want to make sure that I'm giving all the information I can possibly think of whilst I've got the chance to speak to you. Because I find when people do talk like that, it just, the ideas come snowballing, don't they? Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm just trying to decide on the flap. I've got this little bit of an extra. Part of me likes it. I really do. Part of me thinks though, should I be cutting that off and just having the brown washi? Or alternative is could have added some lace or something, so I won't cut it yet. I may come back to that. Anyway, so what I was trying to say is I need to line these envelopes because obviously you see book page, so I'll just put some scrap paper there, and then I will probably sew it closed. You don't have to, you could just glue up the two sides and be done with it. Which I might do. I might stitch it, I might not. I haven't quite decided yet, but basically this is going to be a pocket, an envelope pocket, so you'd have this. Probably want to put a thumb notch. Sorry if I'm going too quickly for you or anything. It's just, you know, with this type of a project. Sorry, just nearly ate it. Flipped in my mouth as I was talking. Goodness. Sorry. Oh, that made me laugh. Yeah, with this type of a project, your ideas just start snowballing, and sometimes that means I end up talking really fast on video. Okay, so yeah, so this will be a pocket, and then the whole thing will be a pocket. But moving on, because I really want to show you as much of this as I can. Okay, we have got another one. So this one is slightly different. This one is a lot bigger for a start. This one doesn't have washi. This is just a traditional, you know, book page masterboard, and it's doing okay. No crack. Well, there was a bit of cracking, but I think just a bit of ink will be fine. And anything that came off, I just re-glued down. So I actually think it worked out quite nice. Now this one I've done taller because I'm going to have it vertically. So this one ended up being 4.5 inches across by that 7 inches. And I thought this would look really nice either sewn into a signature or as an over the page. So I'm going to do it this way. Right, so the first thing that I want to do is just round these corners. That's what I did on the last one, just because I feel like it gives it a nice look. And then whilst I'm doing that, I'm just going to put a thumb notch in. This time I'm going to go with the bigger one. And have it not flick me in the mouth that time. But in the chest, it got me there. Okay, so it just makes it a little bit easier for getting in. So yeah, this is what I mean. If you've got bits that suddenly just pop up, which can happen, you just go in with a bit of extra glue and you'd never know. Okay. So as I say, this is going to be another envelope, this time this away. So I've got some more ribbon, this time in a orangey colour, because I wanted to pick out some of the colours in the wallpaper, and I've got some of this bronze mica spray. No, it's copper, this one, Copper Blaze, and I think that picks that out really nicely. So I'm going to do that. Some more eyelash trim, get as much of the green and brown in as possible. And then some of you might have seen this video. We made some sticker and stamp clusters. That was I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. And I'm going to stick that on there as the decoration, I think. Yeah. It may need more on this actual part, but I'm not going to do that because, well, it may or may not. I might change my mind and think that this is enough decoration. So for now, I just wanted to focus on showing you these ideas and showing you how I'm going to decorate them. Alright, so sticking the ribbon on. Just going to pull it down because I want to save as much of this as possible because I'm going to do some clusters. Whoop. Okay. Sorry. As I say, I didn't want to waste any. Okay. Just going to get a little bit more glue. There we are. I'm trying to do it lightly because I don't want the glue, you know, seeping through the ribbon. I hope these things are interesting to see. As I say, yeah, masterboard envelopes. They're just, yeah, they're honestly my new favourite thing. I'm doing them all the time now. I think, you know, you get so stuck in a rut of just masterboards become tags and journal cards, tags and journal cards. When they can be so many different things, but sometimes it can be hard to remember what they can be, because there are so many possibilities. Ooh. Really cut through my envelope. Right, again. I feel like this eyelash trim is like extra hairy. Getting it everywhere. Okay, and then we've got this there. Perfect. Right, let's do that. I think the gold eyelash trim would have worked really nice as well, but as I say, I just wanted to pick out some of the more autumn colours. Just give that a squeeze. How are we doing for time? About half an hour. I did have another piece to do, but that one's a little bit more, it's a little bit more involved, but not a huge amount. So again, it needs lining, so I'll do the same thing. Line it and then I'll stitch around it to create the pocket, but you could just glue it. And then, yeah, the whole thing wants inking around, but I just wanted to show you the idea. So that's it in a nutshell. May want something there, but I feel like because we've got a word here, I wouldn't want to put another word on it. So yeah, there we are. Simple, simple. Should we just see where we get to? Let's just see where we get to, because it's the last thing on my desk, which is good. So here's what I'm starting with. For this one, I've got this vintage envelope, and it's a bit sort of, it's not the strongest envelope, but I feel like I can still do something interesting with it. But I really liked it for the stamp detail. Can you see those beautiful maple leaves? So what I was thinking is we could turn it into some kind of flip out. So if I fold over, what's that, about an inch, like that. This video might be a little bit longer, but I do want to get this in because I think this might be interesting for you to see. So that will then flip out like that. So I just want to check how big this is. Yep, so that's about 5 inches across. So that should fit onto a journal page. If not, then it will go in an altered file folder. I'm just reaching for, sorry, it was buried way down deep. I was just reaching for this. This is Framer's tape, because I want to strengthen where I've got that flap. Pulling stuff with me. Okay. Now, because this is not the strongest envelope, I'm going to glue it shut. I'm not going to have it itself as a pocket. Let's just do that. But you could make this a, if you've got stronger envelopes, then you could, you know, you could create a flip out pocket is what I'm trying to say. I'm just gonna put some glue in here. I just don't think it's strong enough for any kind of weight, like a lot of weight. So that's that. That's fine. Okay, and then I just refold that. There we go. So that's feeling stronger already. Where's my bone folder? Here it is. Sorry if I'm going slow, it's just because I'm dealing with the old envelope, so I don't want to, you know, I want to make sure that I can do this without breaking it. So yeah, so that will be glued down, so then that can flip out like that. I did have this pine cone. Might recognise these stickers from last time. They're the AliExpress stickers that I am loving using right now. I'm so glad I bought 2 packs. I thought we could have that over there. So you want to cover up the framer's tape. A bit short, isn't it? Like that. Like that. So we want something there. Let me just grab my scraps from before. I'm just going to use some of this music sheet. I don't want a huge amount though, I just want a little bit. Something like that down the side. So let's get these inked. You'll notice when I do my collaging, I do it, you know, quite similar, quite samey each time. You know, brown paper, music sheet, brown paper, music sheet. The reason is just, yeah, I really like that. I like the look of it. And I'm still learning when it comes to collage, so I think sometimes you can, you know, stick with what you know. You know it works, so you know you just end up doing the same thing. But yeah, nothing wrong with that. If you like it, then you like it. Something like that. Just going to take my jumper off. It's getting a bit warm. Right, let me just rip that off. There we go. And then we can just have that on there. As I say, it was just to cover up the framer's tape, and you had the writing, which was a bit messy, but you still keep all of this lovely letter detail. And then just to give extra strength, I'm going to just glue that over, because then that envelope is well and truly protected. There we go. Okay, perfect. So we've got that. Let's see, do we still like the pine cone? Yeah, I think we do. There we go. Yeah. So then if we turn this over, I'll just give that a press down. I've got this pocket from Victoria Designs. It's her watercolour forest kit, and I didn't end up using it in the journal that I was making. So I just want to see if you might like it on here. So it will still be a pocket, but I'm just not relying on the, like, putting stuff inside the envelope. Where's my... Here we are. Not folded that very straight, have I? Alright, let me just give this an ink. So this is a really nice pocket with, it had like a torn look to it, but you were to cut it out. I thought that would be fun. Let's see. So we've still got the envelope look to it. How do I feel about that? I've got one of my pre-made clusters. I made these a while back actually. I like that there. I don't know what the badger was for. Maybe I was contemplating having the oh yeah. But I think I'm going to use my cluster. I'm just trying to decide whether to put some extra papers where we've got, you know, this sort of thing going on, or whether I like it for the fact that then we know, like, we're not hiding the fact that it's an envelope, which I kind of like as well. I decided to go with this, I've just torn a scrap from this sheet. These are damask fragments from, I think it's Saturday Stamper. I just felt like to go with the old look and all of that. I quite liked the, you know, all the numbers and everything, a bit like a ledger. And I felt like this would also give the envelope strength, and already it feels stronger. So yeah, definitely the right move. And then that'll go on there. So let's do that. Oops. I did ink around the envelope whilst I had you on pause because I just wanted to, yeah, grunge it up a little bit more and all that. Take that down a bit. There we go. And then this, because it's a little bit heavy, I will use the Fabri-Tac. So this is a piece from one of my paper snippets. I made these in my Sort It Out Saturday series. So there is a video from earlier this year where I had a whole strip and then I've just torn it from that. There we go. Nice to be able to give these things, you know, use when you make them and you don't know what you're going to use them in. It's good to be able to just make random pieces and have them decorate it. So there we are. I might do more to it, but for now I'm pretty happy with that. Do need to grungy up the front, so basically this would flip out and then you got a little pocket. That's fun, isn't that? Yeah, it's really fun. So that was the last piece, the last bit on my desk, and yeah, given the time, I think that is ample. Just want to see something because I was looking in this corner and it might very well, not that, but it might very well want a word or something. I just want to see. It's probably too much. I feel like it might want something else, but I'm not going to worry about it just yet because, you know, when I come to use this piece, I'm sure I will figure out what it wants. So we have got a pocket flip out, nice big pocket there for a journal card or something. We've got our bramble cluster. So yeah, that just wants training down a little bit. We've got our book spine clusters. I love these, aren't they fun? What else did we do? We've got the start of an envelope. It just wants, yeah, inking and sewing up. I think I'll just leave that as that. So as I mentioned, this will be either to go over a page as a flip out, or it will be sewn into a signature. It could go down on a page, nothing wrong with that. Either or basically, so that's that one. Nice, just move the candle. And we've got this one as this will be a pocket, and then obviously you open that and that's a pocket. So that's that one. And again, that just wants finishing off, inking and yeah, covering the inside and sewing. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing those come together. I'm sorry we didn't have time to quite finish the envelopes, but I just wanted to show you all these bits because they are like different ideas that I had, and yeah, I think it's good to show you these ideas. So I hope you're feeling inspired. Go find your scraps, your packaging, little bits and pieces you've been ignoring, and yeah, I hope that you'll get them out and do something with them. And yeah, thanks for keeping me company. I really enjoyed making those. I think they've come together nicely, and I've still got a few more bits in this sort of woodland, pinecone, foresty type of a theme. Autumn, I suppose, which we might do on the next video. If not, then we'll move on to something else. But either way, I'll keep coming back with these trashy videos because I'm really enjoying them, and I hope you are as well. And yeah, it's good to get these things used and given a purpose. So thanks so much for joining me, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye bye for now.